Welcome to another video of Enter Iowa Outdoors.
On the third day.
What you doing up there, Martin?
Well, we're moving the boat along at about 4.4 miles an hour. We're utilizing some of the tactics that Ken has taught us in the last couple days, and we're just trying to catch some catfish out here on the cedar, right down here by the. We're between the Quaker Bridge and the ski show place, so that's what we're doing right now. We caught our first drifting fish.
Well, he's busy. We have caught one fish. He's mad at me. It was like 1.5 pounds. He wanted a picture of his first drifting fish on his own. Martin, how angry are you?
I'm a little sad about it.
Are you?
Just a little.
I thought about it once I threw the fish back, but it's all good. We'll get a picture of the second drifting fish of many. So, stay tuned and hopefully we get some more. Alright guys, so just as it always happens, literally shut the camera off, sat it down, turned around, and this guy bit the line. So, Martin, are you happy you're gonna be able to get a picture with a fish?
That's technically only our second drifting fish, but
hey,
it's better than the first.
Second fish, but the first one was a cookie cutter of this one, and that tells you something. So we're gonna get some pictures taken. I'm gonna let Martin pose with his 2-pound fish that he's excited. It was even caught on his pole. So get some pictures, get this fish back, and get more. Alrighty, so I think I missed him. Nope, he's still on there.
Still on there.
Alright, so I'll be right back. Hold on. Here you go. Hire a camera guy.
Oh, he's a good one.
A nice little channel.
Male.
I think it's just a dark female.
Isn't it? Oh, that's a male. Yeah, one hole. Would you look at that? 2 fish out of the same area.
Alright, well, and that's what happens.
While you're trying to take a picture. We were trying to take a picture of this one that's in my hand. And that one doubled a rod over.
Alright, well, we're going to get a picture of a double up and then we'll be back with you guys. Alrighty, so here goes Martin's fishy.
Yeah, here goes this nice little fish.
Here goes that guy.
See you later.
And here's this guy, so back to get bigger.
Alright, I'm going to get on the stick.
Martin's going to keep driving.
Want to bait that next rod up.
So pretty much what we're doing is, I think we've been sticking to about 8 to 10 foot of water. We found out yesterday with Ken that the depth pretty much doesn't matter. As long as you get the bait in front of a fish, it'll grab it. But we're just trolling along this edge. You said we're going how fast, Martin?
Right now we're doing about 0.5. When we caught those fish, we were doing probably 0.4 to 0.3.
Alright, so 0.3 to 0.5 miles an hour. I had a little trouble getting the speed right because we don't have a drift sock, right? Yeah, drift sock. So, but I gotta get these rods rebaited, get them cast back out, and hopefully get some more. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So we went, I don't know what, maybe 10 minutes without anything, Martin.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes without anything going down, burning, roasting. I actually started talking about going home. But then this happened. We caught this little guy. You know, a couple pound fish. Perfectly fine. Got a little blood, but from the circle hook, he'll be all right. As I was taking that fish off, we caught this guy. Which is about 4 pounds. 4.5. But I want to show you something about this fish. There's one side of him, no eyes. There's the other side of him, no eyes. So this fish fully, what do you say, sense of smell.
Yeah.
That's all this fish had to find the bait. That was moving. Wasn't even anything dead that was laying on the bottom. It was moving. Completely destroyed it. Rod tip pretty much would have touched the water if it was pulling at that angle. It's amazing what they can do without any sight in the murky water. So I mean, that goes to say that scent does have a say in catching fish. But all right, well, we're gonna get a good picture of this fish and hopefully catch more.
Send him back home.
Oh, there's a bite right there.
That middle rod.
Yeah. I don't think he's.
It's probably a dink. He's probably on there.
Yeah. Nope, nothing on there. That was a bite. Oh. Whoops. See if I can get a bite and throw the camera in. Going after the pole.
Hey, get that fish off that hot seat.
Oh, yep. Alright guys, so I know as soon as I shut this camera off to get some pictures, a pole's gonna go, so really don't want to shut this camera off. Alright, so I'm gonna shut this off and hopefully we get back to you with more fish. Alrighty, so no bites yet, but had to get a snag out. Got some pictures took in. Time to get these guys back into the water.
Bye-bye.
There's one. You deserve to live. There goes two. Alrighty, let's get some more. Alright guys, so we just had two poles go down, missed setting the hook. Well, they didn't set the hook, so we missed both fish. But I just thought I'd start the camera up and bring it up here and let Martin tell you how much he's been telling me he loves his pole.
Yep, this is the trolling motor setup that we have. It's a motor guide Pro Series Tracker 30. We got this for free. We got it off a guy. We met him down here. He was bow fishing, and he was like, "Hey, I got a trolling motor sitting around, and you guys can have it if I pull it down from the attic this week." And we were like, "Oh man, I hope he pulls it down from the attic this week." And what we did was we mounted it to the bow of the boat like you're supposed to, and we mounted the foot switch here. He already had it set up so it could be run by a stick. This is usually how bow fishermen they run what's called a sexy stick, which is up front here. And all it does is it just pushes the foot pedal forward and back, and depending on which way you push the foot pedal is which way the motor goes. We also wired a switch into the top so that we can turn the motor on and turn it off as we need it. Right now I've got it on setting 1. I'm watching the GPS, trying to keep us in that 0.5 to 0.4 mile per hour range. So I just give it a little bump and give it a correction if I need to, and then just let her coast. You can see we're doing 0.5 miles an hour right now, dropping to 0.4. Right about the time we drop to 0.3, I'll kick the motor on, run it up to about 0.5 or 0.6, and then just kick the motor back off. And we're just doing those little bumps. Just bumping real slow down the bank, going upriver. The current's not strong enough for me to just leave it on 1 and just let the motor run, so we've got to kind of bump it a little bit. But yeah, that's all we're doing up here. We're just trying to keep a nice consistent speed right there between 0.3 and 0.5. And that's what we've been hooking these fish at. Just dragging our baits.
So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Same thing we started with. I think when we first started, which was way back there by Quaker Oats, you can see. There's Quaker Oats. But, started off a little quick. We were going about 0.6, 0.7, and just wasn't getting the hookups that we wanted. So we ended up slowing it down by just a couple points. Seemed to make a huge difference from 0.5 to 0.7. So yeah, here next time the rod and reel gets pulled in, we'll go over kind of the setup we're using. Not too hard. Half the stuff isn't even the correct stuff, but it's the same rig as if you were to go buy the correct rigs to use. So when we get back to you, that's what we'll be doing. Alright guys, so like I said, going over what we're using. To start off with, whatever kind of bait you got. Happen to have a live green sunny on here right now. Funny thing is all throughout today we haven't had a single bite on it. Nothing even poked it. He's still lively. He's been out there for what, hour and a half now, 2 hours
at least, and
doesn't even look like he's been phased. So we're actually gonna start packing up so he gets a free pass. He earned it. But what we're using is 4/0 circle hook, and then this happens to be one of the setups that Ken uses. So on this one we actually have, going into the barrel float, is a steel leader. Martin and I tend to just use 30-pound mono when it comes to that, and then tie our basic slip knots onto it. On the hook we always use a snail knot. Works best for circles. But going from the barrel float, hooks it back up to your mono, which what we normally use, since we don't have that, out here, is clip-on floats. Just has a clip on both sides. I think a pack of what, it came like with 8 of those.
Yeah, 8 of them.
Was like
in different sizes.
$1.30.
Yep.
So this is $1.30 for this individually. For I think 3 of them is close to $7. That's when I last price checked on. Might be different somewhere else. And on this one I happen to have a rattle as well. Just slides right onto line. Not necessary. Actually, all the fish that we caught today didn't even have a rattle on. So the rattle didn't even make a difference with the live sunny on. 30-pound mono going up to a 3-way. And on the 3-way, what we do is we got a sinker slide clip with 30-pound mono as well. And all we do is clip split shots on there. Roughly about 2 ounces of split shots will keep this to the bottom and allow this to float with bouncing at the right speed. Then tied to the braid. So pretty much, I think Martin and I, we just got taught this yesterday, the correct way to do it. We went and bought the stuff. No more than $10 and you can have enough rigs to go out for a full day and drag baits for catfish. So
yep. And another thing is we didn't even have all 6 of our rods out. We had 4 rods out the whole time.
Yeah. So 4 rods out and 6 fish.
Yep, 6 fish in about an hour and a half.
Nothing too big today. Biggest fish was about 4.5 pounds, but still 6 fish in the boat.
Reel that right one in and show them how we did it.
Okay.
Antonio's gonna show you how we.
We've been getting bites on the inside, yeah. So.
Antonio's gonna show you how we did ours compared to Ken's. You saw Ken's rig, his Whisker Seeker rig. This is kind of our rendition of the Whisker Seeker rig. So we're still using the same. Yeah, we're still using the same sinker setup and a 3-way.
I'll just start from the bottom.
Okay.
So this one has a cut piece of sunny, which is what we've been catching them on, but it still has the 4/0 circle hook on it. But instead of that metal leader, we have the 30-pound mono. And what we do is, instead of just making that leader small, we put on a long leader that goes straight up to our 3-way. And what you do with that is you just decide what leader you want underneath your barrel float, Pretty sure I'm calling those wrong, but so that's really the only difference is we're using actual legit clip-on bobbers for our floats, and we don't have a metal leader.
And you notice how that float is in the last probably quarter to a third. So what that does is that keeps that bait about that far off the bottom. Yep, that's about how it looks in the water.
So, and it works.
Yep.
It works, it works, it works. Ken's probably tired of hearing his name. Again, it's a very enjoyable, fast-paced, covering water way to fish, and it puts fish in the boat.
Yep.
So
that's about it, guys. That's all we have for you today, and we're gonna get everything reeled in because we're just baking in the sun. We should have got out a lot earlier.
my fault.
But that was all Antonio's fault.
My fault.
So if we would have got out earlier, we probably would have spent more time out here, and we probably would have caught more fish. But we spent only about an hour and a half out here and hooked 6 fish and put them in the boat. You can see how much better this would produce than anchoring on them. It produces so much more fish because you're covering so much more water and you're only catching active fish. So we're gonna get everything pulled in, and yeah, we'll see you guys again in Iowa's Outdoors.